Get your popcorn out because, it's going to be tense. 2 Ballon d'Or winners going up against each other. Let's just put it out there.
Yep.
Morocco, first African team to make it to the semi-finals.
Big achievement. Huge.
Assalamu alaikum.
Alaikum salam.
Inshallah.
Alhamdulillah. But welcome, this is Football Unwind.
Welcome, it's your boy Hugo.
I'm Zaddy.
And this is your best and finest podcast.
Sir. Yeah.
On the
bringing
continent.
you the latest on football around the world, globally and locally. Episodes, broadcasting, vlogging, just the most.
And so today we've got a young Croatia, Brazil.
Yep.
Ooh,
Yep.
how that went. We've got a young Netherlands, Argentina.
Yeah.
Ooh, how did that go?
Then we got our favorite, or my favorite, Portugal and Morocco.
Oh.
And then, the sad one, England and France. No.
Was that sad?
For England fans it was.
Oh, for France it was.
Yeah, amazing.
Oh, Gamate.
Yeah.
Gamate.
But the Morocco and Portugal game.
Oh.
That's history.
History.
In the making.
Let's just put it out there.
Yeah.
Morocco, first African team to make it to the semi-finals.
Big achievement. Huge.
Africa says we are proud of you and we are supporting you.
To the finals.
To the finals.
Here we come. But that team right there, that Morocco squad, it's so good. Like, from keeper to striker, the work ethic, the efficiency, the moving around of the ball, the defending.
Bro.
It's insane.
It's
madness, actually.
I mean, I was happy to say, do you remember in that first episode when I said Morocco have quality?
Yeah.
More Moroccans should be in the English Premier League.
Yeah,
Look at that.
I remember.
Are you seeing this?
Bro, and I remember mentioning to you that midfield, Amrabat, that plays for Fiorentina right now.
Yeah.
How good he is. He showed his class.
He is showing his class.
Did show his class. I just want to put it that I think he's been the best holding mid in this whole World Cup. I honestly do think so.
Yeah, I know there's been very few people that have matched him. Yeah. But damn.
Nah, solid performance.
Solid performance by Moroccan. Let's give them a round.
Yeah, no, that's big ups. That is big ups. That's big ups. And Hugo, I just wanted to mention, because I was reading a fact last night. Now that Morocco are through to the semi-finals, we as Africa can now register 11 teams into the next World Cup.
No way.
Bro, because previously we were registering 6, right? But now that 11. Morocco have made it, one African team has made it into the semi-finals, we can register 11 teams. Bro, do you know how big that is?
That's massive.
Bro, that's why it's such an achievement for the whole of Africa. Never mind the fact that Morocco themselves are through. It's like, okay, cool, we can add 5 more teams on top of the 6 into the next World Cup.
That makes me want to shed a tear.
Bro, South Africa.
Oh my
Please,
God.
I beg you.
There are 5 more spots.
Please, you can't now.
Also Nigeria, yo.
Yeah.
Nah, but there's no way Nigeria will make the next one. And South Africa.
Yeah, no, definitely. We have to.
Damn.
Should be. We should make it.
No, we should. If there's 11 of us now?
Dog. Isn't that like half the continent?
Bro.
You tell me you can't make it?
You can't tell me South Africa
don't. We are progressing as a country. I honestly think so. Because even with this new South African coach, he's like groomed and he's grooming young players and developing young players that are really good with a lot of potential, right?
Yeah.
And it's not like we don't have older players who are really good. He feels like if he has a player in, let's say, for example, the defender centre-back position, that's 19, 20, and the same guy in that position who's 26, 27, who'd rather push the 19, 20-year-old to start for South Africa and rather groom them throughout the years up until the next World Cup or the next CAF or the next huge African tournament,
Speaking on the beautiful football that we've been experiencing throughout this entire World Cup, it's been filled with drama, jaw-dropping entertainment. Like, can we just say how beautiful this World Cup has been so far?
Bro, I was saying this
to someone else.
The best football that I've seen in a very long time. Do you know how competitive this World Cup is? It's so competitive compared to all the other Premier Leagues, compared to all the Champions League, Europa, UEFA, Conference League cups.
Bro.
This World Cup.
It's the most competitive.
Yeah.
Put Champions League to the side.
Yeah.
Teams are coming through, and it's those ones that you don't even expect. Like, who would have thought Croatia beating Brazil? In Brazil's form right now, Croatia beats Brazil 4-2 in penalties.
Bro.
It went through the entire game 1-1.
As 1-1, yeah.
Penalties 4-2.
That was so sad for Brazil because I was really low-key rooting for Brazil to make it to the finals. I think majority of people were, in general, like hoping that Neymar can lift, potentially, the World Cup.
We thought we were going to make it to the semi-finals, but it just shows how unpredictable the game is.
Yeah.
And it's so beautiful because, wow, we've got a semi-final coming up.
But also, I wanted to say, let's not take anything away from Croatia. They really played.
No, they did.
It's not like they got lucky and they caught Brazil on an off day or injuries or whatever the case.
True.
That Croatia squad.
No, they came through. They have passion.
Yeah.
No, they have the passion because...
And experience.
Yeah. When Croatia hits the extra time mark, it's a different team.
Oh, no. 100%.
That endurance.
Oh, my God.
It's like they went tired. It's like a whole new gear just kicks in.
Instantly. It's like, because I think in the previous against Japan, where they also went to extra time and then penalties, they've been through that before.
And they used
120 minutes.
True.
It's not new territory to them. Penalties is not new territory to them
at all. You know? At all. In fact, I think they prefer it.
Ooh,
I think they prefer it.
Do you honestly think they like taking teams to the extra?
If they don't win it during normal time, they'll take you to extra time, and best believe these guys have the endurance. It's crazy.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
It's mad.
But luckily, Morocco aren't going against them next, but they're going even against the worst.
Yeah.
Africa 2.0. France.
Yeah, no. I'm praying that Morocco do make it to the finals, don't get me wrong. But this France squad is proving everyone wrong. People thought because Kante, Pogba are out, what's the striker's name for Real Madrid? Benzema. People thought because those three players are out, it's not going to be the same. It's going to be a bit of a struggle, and they might get the curse because they won the previous World Cup.
True.
But they're the defending titles. It's looking shaky. It's hot right now.
Oh, it's hot. And to think that it's them and Croatia that both went to the finals of the last World Cup.
Oh, yes, you're right.
And now they're both in the semis right now. What if?
It's interesting. A repeat. Croatia get a second chance. Revenge time.
Oh, Lord.
It's peak. Lord. That Croatian midfield with Modric, Brozovic, and Kovacic, that trio, the engine in those three players, it's
well and they work well together.
Yes, exactly. They complement. Bro, come on.
No.
Come on. Come on. Guys, that midfield is so close. And to take them to another 30 minutes of football when you've already played 90, players are tired, teams are tired. I think that's what eventually got to Brazil. They didn't have enough legs
to
get another goal in the 30th minute. In those 30 minutes added, you know?
True.
So it's going to be interesting.
Yeah, because if that was a fresh Brazil, I think they would have given it more than what they did in that extra time. But that's the whole point of extra time. It's now to see who has the legs, who has the stamina, that conditioning throughout the season. And it's showing. But hey, congrats to Croatia. Good game.
Really
Brazil gave them a challenge. And wow, Croatia go up against Argentina in the semi-finals at about 9 o'clock on Tuesday. It's going to be a very interesting game. I mean, get your popcorn out because it's going to be tense. 2 Ballon d'Or winners going up against each other.
Literally. Oh, you had to say that, didn't you?
I just had to say it. It's not every day you get a Croatian that's a Ballon d'Or winner. Like you're used to Messi, Ronaldo, but Croatia.
Squad. I don't even think it was the coach. I don't think it was the substitutions. I just think, you know what someone said to me, right? They felt as if they had too much pressure on them. The fans, everything. They had it all to lose.
Oh, okay, yeah, true.
You understand? True. It was just so much pressure mounting and mounting. True. And imagine you taking a penalty for Brazil to put your country through to the semi-finals. For Brazil, where there's already pressure, because
you Brazil in general.
Exactly. You've won the most World Cups. This might be named as potential last World Cup. You're representing the coach who said publicly that he's leaving after this World Cup. Do you understand that pressure?
There's so much pressure, yeah.
Nah, it's immense.
True. It's immense.
It really is.
Yeah.
So I feel like they had it like tougher for them compared to the Croatian players. Yeah. And the odds even. I don't think they were in the favor of Croatia's Croatia,
true.
You know?
True. They were not.
Yeah.
And we're trying to bet for that, and actually my bet didn't go through because I would have lost my money. But
you know how sad it is losing money when you pack a team. I know it's painful. Trust, ask me. Me, I know betting.
Bad story.
Hey, I've lost this money on that thing.
This guy once bet. Must you say the amount?
Nah, let's not do that. But I bet a lump sum amount.
A lump sum amount.
Yeah.
Let's just take them back. Real Madrid versus Liverpool. Final Champions League.
Yeah, no. You know what?
Spontaneous bet.
Yeah, I bet it against Hugo actually. It wasn't even I was betting on a platform, Betway, whatever the case, sporting bet. It was like, I bet Hugo, I back Liverpool. He was like, okay.
Madrid losing the final? Never.
And I thought because of the momentum that Liverpool had with Sadio Mane, Salah, Firmino,
no cap.
Fabinho, everyone that was there, I was like, Van Dijk at the back, Alisson in goals. I was like, nah. Bro,
I was a bit scared, but I knew Madrid don't lose finals, Champions League especially.
Yeah.
So I knew that was money in my pocket. Just this man didn't know that I already pocketed that thing. I just needed the 90 minutes. I just needed the 90 minutes to
Oh man. And the funny thing is that we went out that day also.
Yeah,
out. Literally, I didn't enjoy the rest of my nights. It was so
paid the bill.
And I paid his bill. I paid his bill.
And I went home with change.
Exactly. It's not like he ordered small stuff like a cider, whatever the case. Mandam was ordering.
Yeah.
Really?
I was ordering with a smile because I knew this guy put himself in the worst trap, in worst deal. But hey, it was a good game.
Yeah.
Back to the World Cup though.
Yeah, no. Straight back into it. Argentina versus Netherlands. Went to penalties also.
Oh, Netherlands also got a red card.
Yeah, they did. That game was fiery, eh?
Yeah, it was.
Like the back and forth, the arguing,
the last minute goal.
Oh yes, Netherlands. That took them to the extra 30 minutes.
Yeah.
Oh, that was crazy. That free kick, well rehearsed. I don't think you guys have seen it. If you haven't seen it, please go rewatch it.
Go and watch that free
Tactical.
kick. It is
from the training ground straight.
And I was listening to the commentator. They're like, he said, because they had a similar one to that just a few minutes before, he was like something along the lines of a free kick well within the same distance, well rehearsed. They had they had time to rehearse. Let's see how this one goes, bro. I was like, this guy's jinxing him. This guy's jinxing him, and I'm watching, bro.
Commentators curse.
Yeah, commentators curse.
Commentators curse, yeah.
But the way it was so quick, bro. And also the keeper had nothing.
Yeah. You didn't see it coming. I don't think most defenders saw it coming. I don't think anyone saw it coming, besides the players.
At all, bro. But that was the best option for them. Because their first free kick, it's like they were testing, if we take this route, will it work? It didn't work.
Exactly.
Then they saw, actually, I kind of saw it coming through because just me being a football guy, the way they set up during the wall, and I was seeing there's so many guys so close to the front of the wall. The side where the kicker's gonna either position the ball to go over or kick it straight into them. So I'm like, maybe they trying to finesse something.
Is it?
And they finessed.
Now that you mentioned it, I'm thinking about it now, and I think it was Verhulst.
Yeah, that guy played
his name. But he plays extremely well. He came off the bench. He's the one that got the 2 goals.
Yeah.
And it's funny because I didn't think he was going to play like that, because I used to watch him when he was at Burnley, when he moved from... I think it was in Germany at Wolfsburg. If
was that Wolfsburg? I thought it was in Netherlands, but anyway.
No. It was Luc de Jong that's at Netherlands. Verhulst came from Germany, then came to... Remember? Yeah, came to Premier League, Burnley. Didn't work out for him at all.
Yeah,
Burnley got relegated, then he left to Turkey, Besiktas, where he's currently playing now. So I didn't think it was going to make that much of an impact, honestly. I just thought it was just a tall striker which might create or cause a threat in the box in terms of headers. But he really played.
He was the threat.
Oh, bro, did you hear about that Messi story? Why he did this celebration?
I heard.
So Messi, there was this celebration that he did towards the end of the game after the goal he scored.
Yeah.
Was because in 2002, when Luis van Gaal coached Barcelona, there was a player who moved to Barcelona, and Luis van Gaal recently came out publicly saying that was a political signing. So, and he's from Argentina. I think his name is Juan Roman Raquel. But he apparently wasn't treated well by Luis van Gaal, and he was obviously close friends with Messi. So during the build-up to this game, Argentina and Netherlands, that kind of resurfaced, as well as Luis van Gaal publicly stating in a pre-interview saying that Argentina play around Lionel Messi. He's the one that has most of the position.
Yes, I remember that.
So it was like, okay, cool, keep chatting. At the end of the game, apparently, when Messi went to the coach and the assistant coach, he was like, you talk too much. Imagine, after losing penalties. Lionel Messi comes to you and be like, you talk too much. That's your problem. You like back and forth, interviews. But imagine. Lionel Messi, the most quietest guy in football.
Bro.
Okay, besides N'Golo Kante. But after N'Golo Kante, it's Lionel Messi. Apparently that's what happened. And that's why I did the whole celebration and everything.
So that's insane.
Yeah, it's crazy.
That's insane. But I think it was well deserved. Nowadays people don't really stand up for
they don't
what they believe in and stuff. So I think it's a good movement, and a lot of other footballers should be doing it. If you feel a certain way about a certain topic, stand up.
Yeah.
Like the saying no to racism, it's a very big thing, and we see it.
Yeah.
We see it here down. And before we move on, I'd like to comment on Netherlands keeper and penalties. It's like he did not get the memo, bro. This World Cup keepers have been defending penalties.
Wow.
Like they've been keeping penalties out, but no penalty. He didn't get the memo.
I think it's inexperience because this is his first World Cup. I honestly do think so. Don't get me wrong, I think he did do his research and his homework. As a keeper, obviously you should. If you're playing for your national country,
you should, but I don't think he was prepared. I was looking at every single other penalty saved by a keeper. You were supposed to have seen that the main thing they do is that footwork. That's how they've been getting top strikers to miss penalties. Lewandowski. It wasn't a mistake, bro. I've been looking. Their footwork is insane.
Yeah, because players, before they take the penalties, they try to see if the keeper's leaning towards the left or towards the right. Exactly. And if the keeper leads towards the left and goes to the right, you've confused the player now.
Exactly.
It wasn't doing that.
He wasn't doing that. He wasn't doing that.
That's interesting.
So if you guys saw that, please comment down below what you guys thought.
Yeah.
Because that was a frustrating thing to see coming from a Netherlands keeper. Because those penalties are hard to just really could have been taken to the next level. But I guess the player that won, the team that won, and congratulations Argentina.
Next game for Argentina is Croatia. It's not as easy there.
No.
Can't just.
Can't just. You can never just.
Yeah, no, you can't.
Especially with Croatia.
But the last game was the England and France game. And that game ended in 90 minutes. It didn't have to go to extra time. Harry Kane missed a penalty in the 83rd minute. Which kind of just sealed it for France. Because that game was fiery as well. It was back and forth. It was. You see, this is why I say that this has been the best World Cup I've ever seen. The best football in general for the past 5 years that I've seen. Because the amount of intensity, the amount of football in general, back and forth, midfield playing, counter-attack, pressing, holding, defending. It's been crazy.
Well said. No, literally.
But it has been crazy.
All that drama in one.
Yeah, literally.
Yeah, it's been insane. It's been crazy.
I feel bad for Harry Kane, my guy, top G. But I feel bad for him for missing that penalty because I honestly think if he had scored and that game went to extra time.
Yeah.
I don't know if France would have had the legs to go another 30 minutes.
You think so?
Don't get me wrong, I think France are a really well-run squad and the injured, they probably would have brought on Kamavinga after taking off Dembele, made a defensive player sub and all of that. but England still had Madison.
Yeah.
Madison on the bench. And by the way, Madison hasn't featured once in this World Cup. And it doesn't look like he's going to feature now because obviously they're out.
Yeah, they're out.
So.
Sorry, Madison.
Yeah, man. Because, and it's very interesting what coaches do because I was wondering to see if Madison would feature, maybe in group stages, but obviously he had a bit of a niggle here and there. Yeah. So obviously I was like, okay, cool. Since he was probably the most performing player in the Premier League just before the World Cup, I would assume that he'd at least feature, at least 10 minutes, something, make a difference, you know? But it didn't come on once. Does that now speak volumes about Gareth Southgate as a coach and making the right substitutions? You understand?
Yeah.
Because, funny thing, I was watching the game and he only brought on Jack Grealish towards the dying end.
I was about to say the same thing.
Bro, it was crazy. I'm like, why would you bring on a player that runs directly at you, who's hard running, very skillful, can get the ball in, can cut in, can shoot? So much ability to do so much.
Only to bring him at the end.
It didn't make sense for me. I honestly don't understand. But, hey man.
It is. We'll never know what the manager was thinking at that point. Unless we were to go back and watch the post-interview. Yeah. But,
let's see.
Yeah, no, it was crazy. It was crazy. I'm not sure if you realized, but before he took the penalty, there was just like so much commotion. And generally what happens to footballers is the more time you have to think about where you're going to put it, the higher the chances are that you're going to miss. This is how I feel, like as a striker. Like if you have too much time to think about it. So during that time, the commotion was happening and he's already putting the ball down, thinking where he's going to put it. He knows it will races. This guy, I take penalties against him every single day. He probably knows. Probably knows. So, also manager, was it the correct call to let
Harry Kane to take it again?
To take it?
I think so.
You think so? Because
he's the captain. He's the leading top goal scorer for England. I might be wrong.
100%.
But bro, he's your penalty taker.
He is.
And he's very clinical. He knows what he's doing. And you know, funny thing is that even at Tottenham, right? Hugo Lloris came out and said, thing with Harry Kane, and also Jose Mourinho said the same thing. In that documentary, right? Jose Mourinho came out and said that when Harry Kane practices one penalty, let's say he's versing a team on the weekend who practice that one penalty at the same spot the whole time, and that's where he's going. He's never going to change his mind during gameplay. He's not going to move around. So I don't know if you guys saw very closely, right? But when Harry Kane took the first penalty, right, because it was 2-0, then 2-1, or was 1-1, right?
Yeah.
I'm assuming. Sorry, it was 1-1. Was 1-0. Then England got awarded a penalty. Harry Kane went to the top left, if I'm not mistaken, top left corner, right? And if you guys noticed very clearly, he tried to go for the same area again, and he just skyrocketed. He got to underneath the ball, and Hugo Lloris knew that he was going to do that again because he does it every time at practice. He goes to the same spot. Yeah. So Hugo dived to the same spot. It's just Harry Kane skyrocketed the ball.
You see, on that point, literally, you just said it.
Yeah.
In a way, you're proving what I'm trying to say. Was it the correct decision? As much as Harry Kane is the penalty taker for England, he's the captain, but was it the correct decision to put him against his own keeper, where his own keeper knows that this is what he does when he's going against the specific? Like we understand he can, he's one of the best penalty takers, but like against his own keeper, it's like going to your own house and not knowing what to expect, but you know what to expect. You know the TV's gonna be there, everything's gonna be there.
Exactly.
So now you just, I don't know, you're trying to. So I think in the long run,
like wish for a different outcome.
But you know what?
Very well. You've lived in this place for long. They've been teammates for very long.
Very long.
I think Hugo Lloris has been at Tottenham since 2011. Harry Kane joined 2014 or 2015.
Tottenham fan, let's go.
Nah, come on. We have to keep our facts straight. We can't just. But like literally. There were so many other players on the pitch. Yeah, they're not dedicated penalty takers, but in that moment, you should think about how mixing it up.
Because when you think about, I'm not sure which World Cup, but they literally subbed out the goalkeeper to kind of confuse the other players of the team.
Oh, is it?
Subbed out the goalkeeper. Penalties came. This keeper was acting like a fool. But it was Netherlands, I'm not sure.
Oh, I forgot the keeper's name, but when we find out, we'll put it up.
Yeah.
But I remember that correctly. Because we went to 120 minutes, then they subbed the keeper.
Exactly.
I remember, yeah, exactly. I remember.
And afterwards, I watched a documentary on what order that the keeper's like, I was willing to look like a fool so that my team could go past. The other team didn't know that we were playing with their psyche.
Oh, interesting.
So at that point, I'm like, whoa, okay. People must understand that football is more than just what you see, it's also in the players. And that's also what should have happened in the England and France game.
Yeah.
Get into the mind. You can't put Kane there. But I mean, hey, when he did take the ball, I was like, he's going to score this. But at the same time, I'm like, who's the worst guy you should go against right now? It's his own keeper.
Yeah.
But anyway, moving on.
But yeah, man. So Portugal are out, Netherlands are out, Brazil are out, and England are out of the World Cup.
Oh.
That leaves 4 teams left in the semi-finals, right?
Argentina
versus Croatia,
France
versus Morocco. Tell me something. Who are you backing for Argentina versus Croatia? Or how do you see it ending? The score, do you see it ending at 90 or 120?
If it goes into extra time, but not to penalties. Croatia. Argentina can hold Croatia because I still back Croatia in the engine. It's the engine of the team. Yeah. So if Argentina can hold them back, which they possibly can, then penalties I'm backing. But you know, penalties go either way. Yeah,
you're right. For me, you know what? If the game ends in 90 minutes, Argentina are winning it without a doubt. I honestly do think so. I think they're gonna get one sneaky goal and then they're just gonna like sit, hold the ball. Croatia's gonna be attacking majority of the time, but they're not gonna be able to. That's what I think. If it goes to 120 and ends in 120, I do think that Croatia are gonna win it. If it goes to penalties, I think it's gonna be very tough. France versus Morocco.
France versus. Now we have to be really realistic. Okay. Yeah, I see France taking it.
Okay.
But deep within my soul,
you want Morocco?
I want Morocco to show the world. I want Morocco to shock the world, that show them that even though you guys took our players to France and decided to make them your own.
Yeah.
Hey, we understand they grew up there, everything. But Africa, even without the technology that other countries have, without the coaches, managers that other countries have, we can do it.
Yeah.
Semi-finals is good for Morocco. If they get knocked out, I'm still happy.
I'm still happy. I genuinely am. I feel like they've played so well. If they can make it to the finals, that would be historic.
Groundbreaking. Does that mean we can add like 20 mini teams now?
Nah, it doesn't look like that. You can't just. But you're right. Honestly, I genuinely do think France will edge it or maybe get the win. I pray that it doesn't end in 90 minutes because Morocco have this thing of having teams grind for the win, and teams don't usually do it in 90 minutes.
Yeah, true.
We saw with Spain and Portugal. Obviously, Portugal, Morocco got the goal first, and that was the only goal. So then they set, and that's something Morocco do very well, and they kill you on counter. They're very clinical. Very clinical.
And on that point with their first goal, I did look at the stats, or what's the probabilities of who's gonna score the first goal.
Oh yeah.
And it was Morocco.
Is it?
And in that moment I was like, I wasn't convinced, but I was like, okay. Interesting. So the fact that they scored and they managed to hold Portugal back for so long, their attack is very clinical.
Yeah.
Maybe actually, let me not say very, I think clinical. Because there's a few points where,
they showed their Africanness. He wasn't making sense.
It wasn't making sense.
Yeah. And I said that, I'm like, okay, Morocco know how to. They know the goals, but there's just times in the game where they show that they're African. Why I say that is that Africans have this tendency of just skyrocketing the ball out. It's like high man. And then such nice build up, and then it's like how
the build up is beautiful, and then it gets to the striker. Nothing wrong with the striker, but sometimes
it's
as if the pop is inside.
Yeah, it's like
like the bread is there. What is that bread that Moroccans eat, boy? But anyway, they play really good football.
Yeah.
And
score prediction
between France and Morocco. I'm saying it's going to penalty.
And then who's gonna take it from
Morocco.
Damn. That's a statement.
Breaking hearts. Mbappe's crying.
Same way Ronaldo cried. Same way Neymar cried. Same way Harry Kane was crying.
And same way that Argentina's gonna cry.
Damn.
Now you know my score prediction for that one.
Damn. Anyway, we're gonna have to see. We'll get back to you guys on the score predictions or the score outcomes and the post-match and everything. Let us know who you guys think is gonna win those 2 games in the semi-finals of the FIFA World Cup.
Please comment down below your score predictions.
Yes, sir.
So yeah, man. Yeah.
It's gonna be interesting.
Interesting World Cup.
But yeah, man.
Oh, we've been going through the gears, being shifted through the gears. I can't wait to see that.
The final outcome.
The final
outcome. Who's gonna take it? Qatar 2022.
But anyway, it's gonna be an interesting one. Hope you guys really enjoyed this episode.
Yeah.
So yeah, guys, please do subscribe for more content like ours because we're coming through the heat.
Yeah, man. And also give us a listen, right? Yeah. On Spotify.
On Anchor.
Yeah, man.
We would truly appreciate it. We try to uplift those platforms as well.
We really are. And please follow our Instagram and TikTok. We're going to be posting more content, more shorts, more reels, more everything. Just to keep you guys engaged and keep us engaged as well.
It's your boy Hugo.
I'm Gazadi, Nkanyiso.
And this is Football
and Wine. Dango.